and welcome back to my cozy corner of the internet. I'm Mayastar, and this is another unscripted video that should be going out at the beginning of June to coincide with the new special offer for Archangel Michael's Sapphire Flame. The attunement course will be going on special offer the same day that this video goes live, so if you're not already subscribed to the newsletter, visit mayastar.net and join the mailing list so that you'll be notified of new special offers. But this video we're also going to be talking about bits and pieces, general updates, and answering a few questions, mostly related to energy healing, but not all related to energy healing. And we'll just see how it goes. We're playing it by ear. We're just going to wing it. And so far, I'm really pleased that other people are enjoying these videos, because I was a bit nervous about posting these after the articles. Doing the articles each week is fun, but it's a lot more work because I have to format the script, and the articles go onto the Mayastar website, so I have to set up a new web page for that. There's a little bit of messing about to set that up. So it, although it's the videos end up shorter, they actually require a lot more work than just sitting down, catching up, having a chat. And so that's what we're going to be doing for the foreseeable, and I'm glad you're enjoying them, because as I say, I was a little bit nervous. Let's go into the notes and see what we're covering. One thing I wanted to talk about was the meditation track that I've created to accompany Archangel Michael's Sapphire Flame. Includes light language codes, which are to amplify the effect of this energy. If you're attuned to it, if you're already attuned, or you're going to take the special offer course, the meditation track can be used during your attunement, as well as when you're working with this energy, to enhance your experience and amplify those frequencies. And the intention with this is that in future, if you regularly work with the meditation when you're working with that energy, that in future you would be able to just listen to the meditation at times when you didn't want to use the technique as it's described in the manual. So it would just open up more opportunities for bringing energy healing practice into your day-to-day life. And if you look back over the channel and the podcast, you'll find meditations for other courses, and they are used in the exact same way, but obviously relating to different energies. But one of the things I wanted to mention about the Sapphire Flame is the sense that you get from that particular energy. Now, flame, the idea of a flame sort of gives you an idea of heat. I don't often experience heat when working with Archangel Michael's Sapphire Flame, but I do experience a kind of fizziness, which is almost like lightning, a sort of static charge kind of feeling. And I wanted to put that into the track, and I really wasn't sure how. And then there was a thunderstorm, and I managed to get a really good sample during that thunderstorm, just only about a week ago, so it's divine timing. And I messed about with it, and I took the fizziest part of it, and that's incorporated into the whole rhythm of the track. So I'm hopeful that you're going to pick up on that fizziness when you're working with the meditation. and see if you can identify it as the beginning of an enormous crack of thunder. And it's the perfect type, because you sometimes get the rumbling thunder, but you sometimes get the other kinds that sound more like a static charge. It makes a fizzing sound, and that was the exact sort of thunderclap that I caught. And I was impressed by it, and I hope you're going to be. I hope you'll enjoy that one. But I wanted to explain where that came from, where the strange sound that runs throughout the track came from. Because when I was listening to it back, I was thinking, I think people might think that sound is some sort of water noise. Like it's got that, it sounds a little bit like a watery sound. But then I had to mess about with it a bit more to make it a little bit fizzier, so that it would really echo the vibe of that energy. Now I hope you're going to pick it up, and I hope you'll enjoy it. And there's the version with the light codes, so that one goes out as the meditation with light language mantra. And there are 3 ambient versions of this track. So there's going to be one track that's got no light codes on it and no additions, so it just has the music. So that's the ambient version. And then there's the ambient version with the gentle rain mix, with some light rain that creates a sort of white noise over the top, which is some people find it very relaxing, and some people find those sort of white noise additions a little bit irritating. So experiment with them to find out. And if you're not keen on the gentle rain mix, there's also the ocean waves mix, which tends to be the favourite. People tend to like the ocean waves mixes best. So I've included an ocean waves mix, although I actually felt that on this one, the gentle rain mix added to it more because of that thunder. The rain and the thunder worked well together. Who would have thought that could happen? But yeah, that's what happened. So try them all out and see which one you like best. At the time I'm recording this, I'm about to upload them for distribution, but I'm not sure if I'm gonna. At least one of these tracks will have a release date that's quite far ahead, but most of them will be available on iTunes, Spotify, YouTube, wherever you stream your music. You can find them there, and I recommend that you do that as well as watching the videos and listening to the podcast, because I've found that on music apps the sound quality is better. So look out for that. And also within the next couple of days I will start putting this track out on live streams. So the live streams tend to foreshadow whatever's coming up. So if you watch those, you'll have some clue about what's coming up over the next couple of weeks. And I start streaming each afternoon and let it run overnight, and then in the morning YouTube converts it into a 12-hour video. So all of those are available on the lives tab on the main channel on YouTube if you want to get a 12-hour looped live stream. And the purpose of those is just so that you've got a long version that can be used overnight, or when you're working during the day, taking a nap, doing some yoga, or anything where you think you might be taking more than an hour, because I make all of the ambient tracks and meditations an hour and then loop them to create the 12-hour versions. Okay, now, let me see what I'm up to here. I think that's it really for the main updates. But I did want to talk about a few things relating to the Sapphire Flame course, and I didn't have any specific questions that related to it. So I've got sort of general questions here that vaguely relate to this area of energy work. There are two here that relate to energetic protection and are pertinent to Archangel Michael's Sapphire Flame. The first of these questions is, what energy healing course can eliminate attachments? Now, energetic attachments are created wherever you place your attention. It's like an extension of your consciousness, and it means you're putting energy out towards something, and it could be a person, it could be an object, it could be an idea, it could be a place, it could be anything. And by giving it any attention, you're sending energy towards it. Now, all things possess energy of their own, even the things that we consider inanimate. And as we extend our energy towards them, if we're receptive and we're not placing judgments and limiting our perceptions by reinforcing our own beliefs, if we're receptive to the consciousness of the world around us, that energy flow goes both ways. And so you'll be sharing energy with everything that you connect with, or everything that you pay attention to. You may not even be aware that you've connected with it. But wherever you place your attention is reciprocated on a very subtle level, and there's an exchange of energy that goes on continuously. So these are energetic attachments, and most of them are positive. We only want to get rid of the negative kind, and the negative kind are the ones where we're reinforcing a connection that depletes our energy, or where the energy transaction goes only one way. So over time, it just becomes increasingly imbalanced and siphons energy away from you. And eventually, that becomes very noticeable, and you'll feel quite disconnected from the world. Like, if you think about it, when your energy is depleted, you're not able to create the healthy kinds of attachments, the kinds that are nourishing for your energy field. When your energy is lacking, or there's just not enough flowing through the system, you're sort of cut off. And you might feel that emotionally more than energetically, or you might just feel a little bit off. It might be something really vague. You can't quite place it, but you don't quite feel right. So that's why it's important to deal with any sort of negative attachments. And I find that's especially important if you want to practice energy healing, because the more you work with other people, the more you're creating energetic bonds with people who may or may not be healthy. And if another person, when somebody comes to you for energy healing, they're experiencing their unhealed nature and seeking to resolve it. And what you really don't want to do is invite them for a healing session and then take on their ailments and their restrictions and any negativity. So that's why it's very important, because the more you practice energy healing, the more you become aware of how those attachments form. And this is just a case of practicing energetic hygiene. And I recently wrote an article about that, which you'll be able to find on this channel if you want to learn more, because it is a very important part of your healing practice to make sure your energy field is clean and clear of attachments and residual energy that actually belongs to other people. And another question that, oh no, hang on, I didn't finish that one. So, which energy healing courses can eliminate attachments? Well, since we're talking about Archangel Michael's Sapphire Flame, you may have guessed that yes, Archangel Michael's Sapphire Flame is a great system for clearing negative attachments. But there is also negative entities clearing Reiki, Dark Moon Mother Protection, Goddess Diana's Mirror Shield activation, and the Light Sanctuary activation. These are all good ways of protecting your energy field. The Violet Flame Attunement and Saint Germain's Auric Transmutation Flush. These are all systems that are very good for clearing the energy field, creating a healthy environment for yourself to expand into, and protecting your home as well. I mean, it's not just your energy field. Your home is a container for your energy field, so that's why it's very important to address all of those areas when you're working on maintaining your energy. Consider the energetic environment as well, and do what you can to keep that balanced and healthy. Okay, the next question is, are negative attachments passed on in family lineages? And the answer to that is they can be, but that's actually very rare. Usually what's passed on within a family are habits and behaviours that stem from particular energetic imprints. So this is just patterns within your energy field that are communicated through exposure. It's not passed on by birth, it's passed on by contact with that energy. You start to mirror it in a way, and that leads to a similar kind of vulnerability. So if a person had a particular way of living that created an energetic vulnerability that meant they picked up negative attachments from time to time, and you repeat that sort of pattern that creates the same vulnerability, then you're going to be more prone to picking up attachments. But obviously for both people that can be changed, even if it is apparently passed on and you start to think, oh, it's just the family curse, nothing that can be done about that. There's always something that can be done about it. You can change it. You can decide you're not going to do it. You're going to do things differently. And yeah, working with energy healing techniques can be a powerful way to help you do that. But also there's the Killing Moon Karmic Reversal 30-day ritual intensive that I complete for clients every month, starting at the dark moon. And that's a magical intensive with a daily ritual that clears negative attachments, resolves and dissolves negative karmic bonds. So there's always something that can be done. I provide services for that, which you might otherwise call family curses, ancestral curses, whereas most of the time I think of them as vulnerabilities that are passed on more by nurture than nature. So don't think that there's nothing you can do about it. There's always something you can do about it. And the final two questions are a little bit off topic, but I thought I'd address these ones just to pad out the video a bit, since I didn't have any specifically about Archangel Michael's sapphire flame, so I had to choose questions that were related. So these off-topic questions are: can I buy tarot readings or healing sessions from you? I don't offer personal tarot readings at the moment. I did for a while, but because they're so time consuming, I can't fit them in at the moment. So at the moment, no, you can't buy tarot readings from me. But every single day I provide a daily card and spiritual guidance, inspiration, and an affirmation for you to use on that reading, and those go up on the Mayastar Facebook page, Instagram, Pinterest, LinkedIn. It goes everywhere. Twitter, it goes on Twitter, and on the community tab as well on YouTube. So you can find my readings everywhere, and you can get a daily fix of my completely radical, upbeat, inspirational, getting all the good vibes to you reading every single day by following one of those pages. With the energy healing sessions, yes, I do provide healing sessions, and at the moment that's in the form of there are different options. There's 7, 14 and 21 day chakra healing intensives. The 7-day one is for healing. The subsequent cycles are for people who want to progress their spiritual path more than just receiving healing. But the 7-day chakra healing intensive can be focused just on healing, so that one's useful for anybody. And yes, you can buy it, and I've actually put a link on the Mayastar homepage, mayastar.net, for if you want to buy energy healing sessions. That will take you to that link. And what I would add though is, if you wanted to work with a specific energy, if you wanted, for example, Kundalini Reiki, Usui Reiki, Crystal Rose, Violet Flame, Auric Transmutation, if there's any particular system that you would like me to send healing with during that 7-day intensive, then let me know, because any of the courses that I teach, I can send you energy healing using those modalities, but they would always be in the 7-day intensive structure. So it's like because these are healing rituals that I perform in the temple, so there's kind of a routine to the way I organise those. And sending healing over a 7-day intensive allows me to get a better energetic connection, more powerful, and the results will last longer if it's repeated over a number of days, to eliminate unconscious resistance. And so yeah, that's the structure that I work with. 7-day energy healing intensives, and you can buy them through the website. And the final question is quite a funny one. Are you ready? Are you wearing a wig? No, I'm not wearing a wig, but thanks, because I guess it means my hair looks fantastic. Couldn't possibly be real. But no, it's my real hair. It's not the real colour, because I henna my hair, but it is my real natural hair, and it comes right down to my hips. It's very long, yeah. But it's not a wig. So, sorry to disappoint you. But no, you can't buy this hair somewhere else and stick it on your head. You've got to commit to growing it, hennaing it, treating it with good conditioner and I don't do any of that stuff. I just henna it. And I think the henna actually conditions your hair. So that's pretty much all I have to do. Wash it, henna it, leave it, brush it every few days. No, I probably brush it every other day because otherwise it can get quite tangled. And apart from when I'm making these videos, most of the time I keep it in braids. So yeah, it doesn't even get in my way. But it's not a wig. And I think that's brought us to the end of our video. I think that's everything I needed to cover. And so we're going to wrap this up for this week. And I hope you're going to come back next week for some more mystical meanderings. And if you've got any questions or any subjects you'd like to see addressed in one of these unscripted videos, let me know in the comments section or email me through my website with your questions, and I will get to them in future videos. And I wish you a wonderful week. I hope you come back here next week for some more. And in the meantime, I wish you peace, prosperity, and progress in all you do. With blessings.